Loading screen is brought to you by Mike and Ike.
Kid good!
What goes on in your head?
There's a new NPC. There's just so many new things that I think it's gonna bring.
There's layers to this game that has people loving it.
Not now, Mom. I'm doing a podcast. Well, hello.
You know, Jacob, I look forward to this show because while our morning may have been quite similar to Stalingrad, just kidding. There's nothing. I'm not going to try and do that. But no. Well, good morning. I look forward to the show so that you and I can chat some video games. We had a lot of news come out. Welcome, chat. Hello, everybody. A lot of freaking news drop with Jacob. Hold on, real quick. I think I have to start by saying, hello, chat. Good morning. Welcome to Loading Screen, episode 122.
Welcome.
Brought to you by Mike and Ike and Zip Chair.
Not Zip Chair, Alex. At all, actually.
I just saw something pop up. Not Zip Chair at all. Mavics.
Mavics. One of the best.
You know what I was thinking? I was
comfortable
thinking of
seats on
how
the
much
market.
my butt sweat when I was in another chair. And now that I am on this chair, it's like a cool summer breeze.
Alex, when I'm sweating, doesn't even matter anymore. Doesn't even matter. How's it going, everyone? So happy to see you today.
Yeah, guys, you might not even, and you know, this is the daily roast of Jacob now, so you know, you might not think Jacob does production because he's not in center frame. But that's fine. You know, I mean, if that's his setup.
Motherfucker, are you kidding me?
If that's his
you make
setup.
fun of me every day, like,
If that's
we
his
don't know how
setup.
to do intros.
Fine.
Motherfucker.
Jacob, you would be happy to know I started a game.
Oh, did you, Alex? What game did you start, huh?
I started a new game on
Center Frame?
on Xbox xCloud. I haven't played Center Frame yet. Have you?
Motherfucker, continue what you're trying to say.
No.
What?
Okay. All right. Hold on. Ready? Hold on. Jacob, and help me chat. Help me chat. Ready? Jacob, ready? In.
Mm-hmm.
In, Jacob.
I'm not.
Jacob, in. All right. Out for 10 seconds. Out for 10 seconds. Count with me, chat. In. Out for 10 seconds. That's what I'm talking about. Jacob, I played xCloud last night, Xbox xCloud, because like I'm realizing that the latency with the input control latency is just, it's too much to play first person shooters or anything. Xbox, fix your shit. Second, I know it's in beta. Second, a little fairy popped into my head. Their name was Jacob. And
I popped in your head.
And it said, play Octopath.
You tried Octopath?
So I started Octopath last night.
So which character did you do?
I picked the prettiest one. So she's a tall blonde with a staff.
Character? Oh, you picked Celia, the cleric, right?
I don't know what she is. I have a feeling I made a grave mistake. But it started in a chapel. And her dad is sick or he's sick. And he's like, you must go on. And then I stopped playing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I remember playing with her. She was a very, very.
Are you telling me
she
I
had
need
one
to
of the-
restart?
Honestly, dude, if you're looking for a different one, it doesn't matter because you only have to do the first chapter. Then you can go and collect everybody else.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't restart. But hers is she's the goody two-shoes of the series. So it's all the good stuff. The other characters are where the dark stuff happens. Like Alphonse is cool. He's the doctor.
Oh.
He's the herbalist.
Well, don't
He's
tell
the
me any
apothecary.
spoilers in case I do decide to switch.
No, it's just the jobs. But I will say, like, hers, when I did her story, I felt myself snoring. There's a big snore.
Really? Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. Like I said, I just quick wanted to get into it last night, and I did. And I was like, I was like pleasantly surprised. It's really cool. Like the 2.5D style of gameplay.
Yeah, it's very pretty, dude. I was playing Pokemon Unite. I got up to expert class.
All right, so you're going pro in Pokemon Unite.
I'm gonna go.
I heard those words yesterday.
I did say that. So it's season 1, and the whole thing with the MOBA is the earlier you get in and the more consistent you are, the easier it is to get a pro team.
Okay.
So I've been playing with my brother. We got to expert class, which right now there's only 4 ranks. They're gonna add more later, so it's the equivalent of like the 3rd out of 4th best, or I guess 2nd or 4th best. And right now, what's ridiculous, Alex, is the first 8 minutes mean jack shit. The second Zapdos spawns, whoever gets Zapdos right now wins. And it's getting infuriating because what happens, and I get this more so now than before, than we discussed it now that I've played it a lot more.
Yep.
When you get Zapdos, everyone gets 20. You also can dunk immediately, and it's double points. So you're essentially getting like 200 baskets just immediately. Okay. Which you'd be like, oh, well, that's not terrible because both teams could do double, right? The problem is I'm at the point in my ELO where no one knows that Zapdos is that important. And the pinging system is not as obnoxious in other MOBAs where you hear a ping, it's a loud like
this is like a friendly noise.
It goes. No one knows what it means.
People probably play on mute too, Jacob.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but that's totally true. So the problem then, dude, is you'll be doing really well, and there's items where every time you score, you get stronger. So I've been running those items so that late game I'm super strong. But it doesn't matter because once I get into the team fight, I had 2 games last night, Alex, where Zapdos was stolen. I'm talking like a Pikachu runs in, Electro Balls, takes it, and I'm sitting there like, well, fuck. There's nothing I can do.
So
that's what I've been up to.
It is crazy that it all comes down to that, though. Like, I feel like once you get up to the level of like where people figure out that Zapdos is the win or lose item. Like, I don't know.
It's like a stronger Baron buff, but the big thing is like it's really forcing at some point a team fight has to happen in Pokemon Unite. It's kind of hard to get people to group together, so that is the factor that happens. So I like it, but at the same time, like I don't know if I want to nerf it or not.
I know.
I don't know.
I know.
Yeah, dude, Octopath is a beautiful game.
What's cool about this? So like, there's a lot of touch controls on the xCloud that like, there's a lot of games with touch controls where you can literally play just on the screen. And so last night I was like, all right, well, let me pick like a game where the input latency won't really mean all that much.
Yeah.
And I have no idea if Octopath, the latency matters or not, but...
No, it'll be fun. It's all RPG.
But like I started on my iPad and I just turned this on my phone and here I am. It's really neat. So...
Yeah, it's an awesome game, dude.
Yeah. Okay. We got a lot of things to jump into today, chat. We got a new segment.
That's right,
that we're going to be incorporating. So, Grudge Corner.
So throughout the show, you find something that irks your gears, that grinds you, that gets you really upset,
or just something you want to talk about.
Anything you want to do.
Whether it's something we say, or
something just
something
in the
news, or things that you've heard. Like, by all means, let's freaking go. So like, let's kick it off strong, Jacob.
That's right, Alex. You want to hop into a nice little trailer?
I do, and we're just gonna let this puppy play because Scrally likey. No!
Alex!
This isn't Pokemon!
Pokemon looks fucking dope now. Holy shit. 3 years after the Colossal Fire Pokemon Wars.
Why are you here?
To fight!
To win!
To be a Spartan!
God, the music, Jacob.
What is a Spartan?
That's an excellent question.
A Spartan is a
There's something
symbol.
about the way she looks at this dude with such like
Hope.
admiration.
Where there is
Yeah.
no-
You know?
And but like, dude, what gets me is like, look how fucking massive. Like we know they're massive.
In times of
Yeah, but
darkness,
compared to a person,
we are
Oh,
hope.
dude.
Alex, do you think she's gonna be main character?
Have you seen this trailer yet?
And together,
Yeah.
together,
I have
we
seen the
are
trailer.
unstoppable.
Oh my god, goosebumps, bro.
Candidate,
That's her!
are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear you.
Look how big they are.
Good. Who's first?
Oh my god! Let's go! December 8th, let's go! Bro, Jacob, homie. This trailer hit me because it, and you know what? Lame Abs, first line that he says this morning, it didn't do anything for me. I didn't think it was that cool.
What was it based off the books?
No, it's
You
just,
know
I mean,
who this
dude, it's just
character is?
it's just a simple it's just a simple
what?
multiplayer trailer. It's just like it's showing that like like you can look as a kid she was like okay, first of all, what's really cool is like this is a city. If this is truly a Halo Infinite cinematic trailer, which it is, I don't know. Remember when we were talking about the different locations that might be in the game, Jacob?
Yeah.
Like, if this is on a planet or on a Halo ring, if it's on a Halo ring, we saw a city. Although that's the London Tower right there.
I would
That's
say
it-
right
that's
there.
Big Ben.
That is
okay, so this is Earth,
beautiful
I
stuff.
guess then. This is Earth. But what's really fucking cool, Jacob, is like, she was oppressed, right? Like, oppressed and you know, sneaking around the city. Like, you see the brutes and the enemies and the Covenant and all that. And then she was literally saved by Spartans. Look how big. Where is it? Let me try and find it.
I just can't wait to play this stealth mission.
Look how massive. I know, this stealth mission. Look how massive this is. This Spartan
Dude,
is.
huge.
Like, we know Spartans are massive, but like, holy massive here. And then, look, boom, just shields her. And what's really cool to me is like this whole thing here where you just see these massive heroes just drop in. Just drop in. And pretty much, you know, like she doesn't, like she's obviously being saved, right? But like the Spartans are just like, they're just doing their job, right? They're not like making.
Yeah, they're just doing what they can.
And then she sees them, dude. And it
She gets inspired, right?
Yeah. It inspires her. Like, look how tiny. That's freaking sick. It just, I think the kid in me, she's a kid in that scene. Yeah, I understand that, but nonetheless, she's still freaking small as shit compared to the Spartans. And then boom, she goes into the voluntary Spartan program. And now she's training recruits. Like, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Dude, don't you think it's weird though the look she gave the alien earlier? Like she looked at the alien like, wow, so cool, so epic.
It was
If you go back to like the middle,
middle.
it's weird, dude. Yeah, it's like right
This one?
before they right before they land, right before that she gets noticed. Yeah, right here. So look, no, back more.
Back more.
Yeah, back more.
Oh, when she looks at. Oh.
Yeah, look at this look. It's a look of. So keep going. It's like wonder and like, wow, it's so cool.
Like fascination.
admiring. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, because like
I don't
she's
know, man.
not. She doesn't really seem scared.
What is it?
Like she's not on edge. But dude, this it was like, oh my god, badass, bro,
It is badass.
badass. So, anyway,
So what do you think she's going to be in season 1 multiplayer? Do you think she's going to be the person that gives you extra missions and stuff, like to do?
Oh, you mean like a
earn extra points?
Oh, maybe like a daily challenges type of person?
That's what I'm trying to think. That's what makes most sense that I could think of. Because it didn't seem like Master Chief has like really any involvement in this whatsoever. So I don't think
No, because it's all multiplayer. But it's really cool. Like I think the whole recruit system's really neat for this. Because it's almost like you're becoming your own Spartan, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah. So we have this, and we have a release date, ladies and gents, December 8th for multiplayer and campaign, paid campaign, and pre-orders are up on Steam for it, by the way. But dude, they're waiting until the last possible second to release this game. Like, so much so that it's very close to the cutoff of Game of the Year for, like, Game Awards.
Well, yeah, I guess so. It really is being held back to the last possible second.
Like so I'm really curious what... And so this article here, chat, goes into, like, is Infinite really going to be ready in December, or should it be delayed till 2022? See, like, at the December 8th launch, it's like, you know, I mean, you could release it in Good Morning Chat. You could release it in January, and it really won't make much of a difference.
Right.
Because it's also releasing after Call of Duty. It's releasing after Battlefield. It's releasing after, I know most people don't care about this, but Endwalker for me and, you know, Rich and Final Fantasy 14 fans. You know, so it's like...
giving it some time to breathe. Giving it some time to have their own stuff. I didn't realize this too, but the 20th anniversary of Combat Evolved is coming up too in November.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 20 years, dude.
Oh, dude, and did you saw the announcement for that, right? With the new Xbox? I will show you guys that trailer too, but it's badass.
Dude, it looks really, really nice. Badass. You know what? If you scroll down in this article, they make fun of this controller, and I think the controller
They make fun of this?
If you scroll
I
down
almost
to
bought
the
the freaking controller.
Yeah, he said it looks stupid.
Okay.
Pretty sure he says showing
All right, Mr.
an ugly green
Mr.
controller.
Wes Fenlon. What even kind of name is that? I think that's an elite controller too, by the way.
I like it.
That is this controller. Jacob, I'm not gonna lie, I almost thought to sell you this one to buy that one. But I figured I can't keep doing that to you.
I probably wouldn't get a controller. I would never buy a used controller.
I know. No, and that's why you never heard me say it, but no, that's a badass controller. I'm really excited. Did they release a price? Yeah, 200. So the original Elite controller is 180 or 185. This one is 200. So it's the same as the Scuff controllers. But that's badass. This is a sick controller.
It is pretty sick, dude. It does look cool.
Yeah, I like what they're doing with the 20th anniversary stuff.
You know what else I like?
What else do you like, Jacob?
Far Cry 6.
Far Cry 6. So we did get
I was not sold on this game until I watched this trailer today.
Really?
This trailer today was what made me think.
So I haven't seen this trailer yet.
I gotta play this.
I wanted to save it specifically for the stream.
It's solid, man.
Yeah? Okay.
It really just goes to show like how strong of voice actors they have right now. This could be a whole show, and it would destroy. People would go ape shit for it.
Really? Oh, now you're getting me hyped to see this trailer. So with Gamescom, we obviously saw a whole lot of trailers come out. The Halo one was sick. This one, I'm really excited for this game because Giancarlo Esposito. Why not? Let's take a look at this trailer specifically, and we'll mute everything. It'll be a full look. Here we go.
Miss Tilly, I'm afraid I only have a few minutes.
Let's get right to it. Yesterday, your network, Yaravision, was hijacked by rebels.
Oh, don't shoot!
They called for the liberation of so-called outcasts from Viviro labor camps. Is Viviro produced with slave labor?
Viviro saves millions of lives. Do you think that those lives care where it comes from?
You were imprisoned at the age of 13, the same age as Diego. You spend a lot of time with your father.
He is a great teacher.
A lion finds calm before the kill.
Fire me!
Dude, this
I
relationship
understand
has
you were
me
forced
hyped.
to endure 15 years of hard labor.
That's what got
burning
me
tobacco.
excited.
I hear you still have the blade.
When Yara becomes paradise, my methods no one will care.
Fucking badass
You are the only
line.
survivor? I watched Castillo order a whole boat of our people shot to death. Get as far away as you can from that psychopath. All of you. A revolution is not won by the fearless.
It's won by the feared.
Welcome to Libertad, Danny.
I have a vision to rebuild paradise. A cure. Viviro, the most effective treatment for cancer the world has ever seen. Grown within our precious tobacco. But our paradise
Esposito
comes
plays the
at a
best
cost.
villain.
This our enemies will never understand.
Out. Now.
Your safety zone. You want me to kill Anton Castillo? Kill a dictator who has raped our land and turned our people into slaves? Thinking about it. What about you?
You're gonna be a guerrilla legend.
I am not fearless. But I promise you one thing. I will be fearless.
There are lions, there are lambs. Rule or be ruled. You are a lion. And we eat the lambs.
Fucking lad.
You are a lion and we eat the fucking lambs. Yo.
Play it on the all-new Xbox.
I don't think I don't think they could have cast anyone better. Esposito plays the perfect villain, dude.
Dude, he is the perfect
Fucking
villain. Like,
perfect
what a
villain.
guy. I hear he's really nice in person, too. So to be really nice in person and be able to play a deranged dictator.
He's a great actor.
I
And now he's proved he can voice act too, which is not as easy as people would think.
Well, so in all the trailers that I've seen, they keep showing this relationship of how he's trying to groom his son.
Mm-hmm.
And in this trailer, again, we see the relationship, the bond between his son where he's trying, you know, like I said, grooming him, teaching him, right? This gets me hyped because, like, I cannot wait to uncover these two guys, their relationship. I cannot wait.
I know.
And you know what? I
It's-
love Giancarlo so much, Jacob, that I might be rooting for him this whole game.
I know, he is very charismatic. I think what's most interesting about this dynamic is these two are exact opposites. You have the stone cold father and then this like warm child that just seems very, very innocent and has a decent heart. But when you're raised like that, what happens? And what's going to be the breaking point?
Yeah.
Is it going to have this option where maybe he betrays his dad? Maybe he joins you? I don't know, man. I got to play this to find out. I really do hope that they focus on the relationship of them two lion. I think that so too. Like, it's just interesting. It really is like seeing villains speak and give these monologues. It just gives so much motivation. It just looks like a movie. It looks awesome. I can't wait for this.
It's just like, and the crazy thing about it is, like, when this is a paradise, no one will care about my methods. Like, what?
I know it's very like in line with a lot of dictators.
Like, what? It's insane, man. I'm really excited. This trailer gets me hype. But like I said, I think if it wasn't Giancarlo, I don't know if I'd be as hype.
I don't know too, dude. Like, I think they really casted an amazing villain for Far Cry 6.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited. So we got that trailer. And then not just that, chat, but we also got some, and shout out to Lame Abs in chat for pulling this up today to my attention, bring this up to my attention. Call of Duty Vanguard campaign demo. Now
The
this
demo
is
looked good.
This is interesting. I'm going
There's a lot
to.
of parkour, Alex.
There is a lot of parkour, and I want
into
to go to. It's a 12-minute video. And I'm getting ads, of course, on the video. But it's a 12-minute video, so like we're not going to show the entire thing. We'll have it play in the background. But I do want to go to like I want to play at least like 2 minutes of this, where we can and maybe I'll do some skipping around while we're showing it. But and what's crazy is like we haven't heard much of Call of Duty Vanguard up until this point, which is crazy. But it looks really nice. You can tell it's on the new engine. But let's go to this part. Hold on. Let's go to this part here. Hold on. I'm trying to find it because I don't want. Where is it? Okay.
That's part you're looking for.
The part where they're in the bank. Okay, so we're 5 minutes and 17 seconds into the demo here. And I'm gonna play 2 minutes of it because I think these next 2 minutes are really, really cool. So here we go, another trailer. Let's dive into it. So this apparently is Stalingrad, 1 hour earlier. So if you guys here, let me go to this in the beginning. In the beginning, I just want to show the. No, not you, Siri. In the like, come on, girl. Here. So this is where they're at right now. Look at this. A lot of climbing. Like, look at this. Look at this carnage. Okay, now we'll go to the whole.
Real quick. Wait. Yeah. And then, as you're going, you see fucking this down below you. Look at the window there too, Alex. You see that window?
Right here?
Yeah.
All right. So now, 1 hour earlier. Yeah, COD already. Dude, there's a new COD every year. You know this. This is 1 hour earlier. Sunny. Everything's in one piece. And this is gameplay, by the way. This isn't a cinematic.
Frame rate's so smooth.
Yeah. If it's jittery for you guys, it's just the video. I'm assuming it's not gameplay. Really, Lion? That's interesting as hell. But like, this is 1 hour earlier. And like I said, guys, you remember in the beginning when I was like, they need to paint it. They need to paint how gruesome it is. Make it dark. Make it dark.
And they're doing it.
It seems like this is what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just let's sit back for the next.
Soldier, what are you doing over there?
Let's sit back for the next like minute and just enjoy what's happening.
Something special. Come on, get in line. Valina, over here. Медсестра Petrova, you're needed in the field. What is that?
A lot of parkour in this. I'll go up into this part because this part's pretty cool.
Good thing those bricks were out, right, guys?
Look at the whole building's falling. However, I would not go inside of the building while it was falling, which is exactly what she does here.
Where else would you go? Would you just drop and break your leg?
No. Like, if the building's falling and you're on top of the piece that's falling, like, I would stay on top of it. I wouldn't go inside of it. Personally. Maybe that's why they haven't made a video game about it.
Get out. This is gonna be a pretty sick campaign.
It's gonna be a fun campaign. November 5th. So, and then they just show the trailer after this. But I'll go back to the beginning of the gameplay while we chat about this, Jacob. So, like I said, dude, I mean, what are your thoughts on that trailer? Was that the first time you've seen that?
No, I watched it before.
You did watch it, okay.
I'm stoked, dude, because I really think this is what they needed to do. We said before they need to go dark if they're going to continue this, and they're doing that. They're making the game, I mean, right out of the gate, too. You're kind of boned.
Yeah.
Walking around just hoping for something to happen, and then you get lucky just by finding a fucking bread knife. That's what you get, Alex. That's all you got. I just can't believe you're throwing into this, like right here. Yeah, you just see the bread knife.
Dude, what's crazy to me, and I know this is like usual, but I have a fascination with like the world wars and history and all that. What is crazy to me is like, you go through this extremely
gruesome,
yeah, blood all over the wall. Extremely like, I mean, like the Nazis are here, and they are. The Nazis are here, and like, look, there's destruction elements.
I would tell you right now, that is not how I'm gonna play that part. There's no reason for you to go gunning there. You could have waited. They have him coming, so you can purposefully flank behind and take him out silently. You could save that person, I guarantee you.
But like, look at that, like absolute carnage. And then I love the storytelling because they take you back and show you what it looked like just mere minutes before all of this happened. Insane. I don't know. It's really cool. It looks dark. Granted, it looks like every other Call of Duty game with some added elements to it, but I do like the way this looks on the new engine. Really excited to dive into this. Yeah. I mean, the lighting, like you're gonna playing this in RTX is gonna be very nice.
It almost has horror elements to it too, which I love. I love the idea of COD just going scary.
Dude, I want it to. Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
Felt epic but grounded and not super Hollywood, which is what they kind of fall into as a franchise. That's a good point, Mega.
And with all of the what's it called? Sauce said it earlier in the chat. Like, oh, a new Call of Duty already? Like, I agree. And they're doing this so often that like you might as well do something different. And like this does seem really, really grungy and dark, and you know, because World War II was a dark time. Don't make it all Hollywood. Show it. Help you experience it.
Look how slow you can zoom in though with the scope. It makes me fearful that quick scoping will not be here, Alex. Look at this.
I know. Yeah, but you got perks and stuff. You got perks and stuff. Let alone this is a bold action sniper. I mean, it's World War II. What new elements can you really add to a game that has that technology of that time? No, I know.
Not horror, just gameplay elements that make you kind of fearful.
Yeah, I'm talking like immersion elements and stuff.
I love this blind fire, dude. I fucking love that animation. It's so crispy.
Shoot through the wall. But yeah,
apparently it's a big deal. Shooting through the wall from an article I read earlier, everyone was like, yeah, this time things are very destructive.
Yeah. And yeah, like to Yorik's point, like I'm not talking gameplay elements, I'm talking immersive elements, storytelling elements. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you got wall peeking, so they're right off the bat. You can tell it's of the new engine, you know. But I don't know, just this got me hyped.
Mesmerized with it.
Yeah, this got me excited. And we saw, like you said, Jacob, we saw parkour. Just the lighting the lighting's pretty in this.
I'm excited to see how the movement's going to be implemented onto multiplayer maps and on Warzone maps.
Mm-hmm.
I love the idea of someone parkouring up a building and then just getting domed and falling down 6 stories.
Just killing people as they're climbing up.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm excited, man. This looks great. And it looks so horrifying. I mean, obviously this person's going slow through it. Like, I'm sure there will be people that are just sprinting, right? Which obviously might ruin the immersion, but this person did this gameplay demo justice.
Yeah, they did great.
This might be the first COD I buy since Modern Warfare 2. Really? I liked Modern Warfare. It was a good one. I know that a lot of people didn't, but
yeah, this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be the first campaign I play from COD in a while.
Yeah.
I didn't play the last couple. Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited. But yeah, I mean, dude, Gamescom, we're getting a lot of good stuff. We're getting juicy shit, chat. This next story here, Jacob, I saw you put some notes down, so I'm kind of curious what your thoughts on this were. This next story, chat, I am not somebody who has played Destiny 2 since its release. I played Destiny 1 a whole lot. You guys know that about me. I've said that many times. But apparently there's an upcoming Destiny 2 The Witch Queen expansion. And it's a new expansion for Destiny 2. And I know a lot of people like Destiny 2. A lot of people might jump back into it.
Yeah. Could breathe some more life. So the new expansion comes out February 22nd.
Feb 22nd. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. So apparently, like, the Witch Queen's main focus is on the Hive. So we get a little bit of like a Hive mind here, I'm assuming. So there's like a Hive expert, Eris Morn, most likely going to take like center stage here as the, like a key figure assisting the Guardians and defeating Savathun. Her knowledge is with like the Hive's dark magic and stuff. So people are thinking like maybe she's going to be the person that kind of teaches you this stuff.
Right.
But if they're both a former Guardian and a wielder of the darkness.
Look at that.
Also probably a prime candidate to introduce the rumored corruption, according to the article.
I like, and this is my fault for not really playing this game all that much, but like the subclass, a magic corruption subclass, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty sick, dude. And I think it'll breathe life back into the game.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 is a solid game. It's just very grindy. And unfortunately, it's been out for a while, so it can get boring for a lot of people.
Right.
So I'm wondering, though, if it's going to be like a kind of like a dot class where you do like damage over time for the most part. So we'll see.
Yeah, corruption kind of sounds like that would be it, right?
That's what I'm assuming. It's going to be either like poison or decay, something along those lines.
Yeah.
But yeah, this could be a pretty sick class. I'm kind of interested, but I'm in the same boat as you where I've kind of had my taste of Destiny 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if
like
I
there's
want a
no
second
real
play it or
urge
not.
to go back to it, right?
Pretty much right now. With everything else coming out too, it's just I don't see me devoting the time to it unless I get like a full squad.
It's pretty crazy because the games that are coming out in, at least for me, and I keep saying for me because I know not everybody plays Final Fantasy, but we've got Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo Infinite, Endwalker. That, like, I want to say, and this is being generous, but let's say you play those games for 3 months each. That's an entire year.
Yeah, it is, dude.
You know? So, but maybe those who play these games and don't play all of those games might jump into Destiny. So, Jacob, this next story here, this is something that I accidentally didn't put in the show last week. Did you ever think Stardew Valley would have esports? Let alone a $40,000 esports cup?
So I kept thinking for the longest time, how would they do this? Because I thought it would just be 4 players doing this, but no. They've decided to make Stardew Valley teams so that we possibly will see a Stardew Valley esports team down the line. So it's 40K on the line. There's a bunch of teams, each one 4 players playing in the same mode. And just watch the trailer because it's funny. So the whole idea is that there's 100 challenges, and whoever wins and gets the most points gets $140,000.
This is literally, you can make an esport out of anything, chat.
Candies.
You can make an esport out of anything.
And it's all just this is a closed tournament. It was an invite only, from my understanding. It's all just kind of some of the top Stardew Valley content creators. So it's a great way to give back to the community, keep them all in the loop and the spotlight.
Do you imagine?
I love the idea of trying to like cast this of how chaotic it'll be and what sort of events they're going to make. Because some of it's like, hey, who collects the most eggs during the egg tournament?
I mean, there's strategy to it.
Damn, a pale ale first. It's wild. So there's a lot of like little self-created competition things that they're making, which is great.
Jacob, imagine us doing interviews for this, right? Like, yeah, you know, I was ex-Valorant Pro, played on Cloud9 Blue. Now I'm competing in Stardew Valley.
What were you thinking going into this fishing tournament? You know what? I knew going for the prizes weren't going to be a thing, and my competitor went for one, and that cost him the round. So that's all I really got to say.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't know. It's
cool.
That's
I wanted to
amazing.
show you all.
I love that.
It's sick.
This next one, Jacob, this next one I only put in the show because, you know, like I said, these trailers are coming out. I only put this in the show because I wanted, this isn't even news. I just wanted to show you this trailer, Jacob, because I feel like you have an inclination to like play these types of games.
Yeah, normally I do. But
I wanted to show this to you because this is it's literally like a 2.5D trailer. I've never heard of the game before, but I just wanted to show you, Jacob, because I thought it was neat.
So typically 2.5D is my style. I love it. But I'm gonna shit on this trailer a little bit.
All right, let's hear it, Jacob.
Like one of the
Let's
most boring, uninspired games I've ever seen.
Really?
I'll tell you one thing, dude. I think bullet hell games are very, very boring. I've tried many of them. I'm hoping once I get to play Eternal that I'll think differently. But this whole process, it's just mind-numbing. You're not thinking that much. And while the game looks super pretty, and I'm sure it has a cool story, just looking at it right now, there isn't a single inch of me saying, man, I want to try this out. This looks so cool. It just...
I can appreciate
I gotta be
that.
honest, dude. It just doesn't feel...
I can
Feels like
appreciate
it's taking
that.
other aspects. I don't think that it's really making itself its own. And I feel terrible for saying that. I don't want to...
Why would you feel
knock
terrible
it.
for that?
If you guys think it's great, you should definitely try it. But this is this is the first time in a while where I've seen a game where I went definitively, I do not want to play
Really?
this
Okay.
at
All right. No, I'm glad. I'm glad. Now I know what not to show you. The thing here is like
Fuck you, dude. You coming in here showing me this shit?
No, what's interesting, this is like, I'm pretty sure this is an indie title. It's definitely not AAA. But it's on PS5, PS4. And we've covered news in the past that have basically said like, fuck you indie titles from PlayStation. So this is interesting. I don't even know if they know what they want to do.
There's no release date yet on this from what I've seen. But it's just I don't know, man. Like this trailer in particular as well, I don't think it does a good job of explaining what the game is. It's just showing off how it's a bullet hell.
Mm-hmm. That's it. I mean, that's
I don't
really
know,
all
man.
that we
Like,
have to say.
There's really not too much you can add to the bullet hell genre right
Mhm.
now, other than small mechanics. And I haven't seen any mechanic changes.
Cool.
So, just a bullet hell game. Just a bullet hell game.
Very nicely put. This next one is a quick hit. Chat, Hogwarts Legacy. We know it's coming out in 2022. At least that's when it was teased. I just saw this article, and it's literally just a quick hit. For those of you that have played Fire Emblem Three Houses, this writer in this article basically said Harry Potter's Hogwarts Legacy could learn a few things from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Basically, like the Three Houses, I only played a little bit of it, so people here might have played more of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but each house basically has its own type of story. And
Yep.
Hogwarts Legacy, obviously the different houses in Hogwarts, it could learn a few things. That's literally all I have to say.
It could learn a few things, and I think what's really interesting about this is everyone who's a huge Harry Potter fanatic, Alex, I think really loves the world. I think world building is something that they did decently, although at the same time, it's totally tracking, putting kids into 4 different ideas and kind of judging their potential immediately. But I think taking a page from the Fire Emblem game, where you interact with your students and the way you do it influences the story, is something really, really cool here. Especially when it's an idea where there's mundane things you can do in Fire Emblem, like go and like talk to the students, do stuff in the greenhouse. I like the idea that forms connections with other people in this world, and then you get extra cutscenes from it, similar to something they do in Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, kind of any RPG where there's like hidden friendship points that affect a cutscene. So, dude, I hope that they think about what Harry Potter fans want, and they try their best to implement this.
I hope.
Because
You would hope, right? Like you would.
The Harry
you'd be
Potter fan base is ruthless, Alex.
That they
And I'll
are.
tell you what, this game has been postponed and postponed and postponed. You better keep postponing it until it's goddamn perfect, or you're gonna get destroyed. You are not gonna get good reviews.
Nico Barton in
dude,
chat says, I'm so
Yeah.
hyped for this game. Some of my first games ever were Harry Potter games, and there hasn't been a good one in forever. I know. I'm very excited for it, too, as a Harry Potter fan myself. I just hope they do it right, and something tells me they're not going to do it right. I have a feeling it's going to fall flat, and
I don't want to put it down, but this project has been through the thick of it.
Yeah.
You know, like the fucking TikTok into the thick of it meme. If you put it with this game, the amount of trials and tribulations it's been through.
Yeah.
They're still pushing though. They're still pushing to get this game out. It's going to sell well no matter what. I think they know that. So as long as they can not just get fucking dollar signs in their eyes, I think they'll be fine. I think it'll be okay.
I love it.
So I hope so. But
I just realized one of the videos that I was queuing up wasn't there. Okay, so this next story really just, again, like, I don't know, I'm in the mood to show you guys some funny things. Take a look at this video. So this is having moms, it was on TikTok, having moms guess esports orgs. And I thought it was pretty funny.
Like,
so let's quickly go ahead and take a look at this. Here we go.
Moms guessing esports orgs part 1.
Oh, I hate that TikTok voice.
Viper. Double V.
Double V.
Trojan.
That was X-Set.
No volume allowed. Put your headphones in first, team. These are hard. Oh, dang, there's a GE. General Electric.
Jesus.
The purple vamps.
The purple
Yeah,
vamp?
vampire ones.
Oh my god. They're close. They're close.
Moms guessing esports orgs part 1.
That was a fun little thing I wanted to show you guys. I enjoyed that. I was cracking up. That's a good thing to do. That's a little.
I think it's pretty funny. She was close to the last one. She was close to B1. Maybe that's what they really stand for. Maybe the version is the extra thing.
If I didn't know, I would have guessed for Team Liquid. I would have guessed Trojans.
I like that version 1 tweeted back and said, Vampire 1's kind of slaps, though. Kind of slaps.
That's awesome. Vampire ones. I love it, dude. That was fun. That was fun. Mind sending me the link afterwards. So, Lion, we will we'll be posting all these links in our Discord, in the loading screen Discord. Yes, we have a loading screen Discord. Speaking of, oh no, we have one more story that I want to cover with you guys. So with the anniversary of Halo, Xbox is doing all this stuff, to to celebrate the anniversary, the 20th anniversary. Let's go ahead and jump into the new hardware that was announced for this. New hardware, an Xbox Series X. I literally had it in my cart yesterday to buy it. There's no reason to hide the fact that I love Halo so much, and I literally almost bought it. After seeing this.
This is Spartan 117. Can anyone hear me? Over. We need to fight. Get ready.
Pretty.
Let's just keep that up on screen for now.
Okay.
It's
Alex,
so pretty.
If you bought this, would you even open it?
Yeah.
How would you display it?
That's the thing. It would be a display item. Like, I almost wish you could buy the husk and put the husk on the shelf.
Just go online and order just the box.
Like,
just the box.
Literally, it was $5.50 at checkout, and I almost bought it, but I could not justify buying the Xbox.
I'm happy they went with the gold too. It reminds me of the old Xbox One, the Reach version. Looks super sick.
It's up for
Very
pre-order.
sleek.
I'm
I believe
telling
it
you,
comes out what November.
it
November
ships.
15th
This
when
version
available.
ships on November 15th, and so it was available for pre-order. And that's the thing. Like, I don't have a Series X. I only have a 1X, and dude, I almost tried to justify it by like, well, I'd probably want to play Halo in like on my couch or in my room. I'm like I almost justified spending $5.50 on this.
Just do it on your Steam Deck. Just do it on the Steam Deck.
That's what I'm saying. I have to buy a Steam Deck too.
I thought you pre-ordered one.
I did, but like in order to pre-order this, you had to pay for the whole thing up front.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Can't justify it because I can get so many of the games on PC.
Yeah.
I hate controllers. Buying a Steam Deck for sure.
Yeah. So like anyway, really nice. This is really cool. And apparently, Jacob, it when you turn it on, it has Halo sounds. That the opening on sound or Halo sounds.
Really cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty sick.
So
I do like that.
For everybody else here, while you'd be taking away from my pre-order, go ahead, pre-order it if you want it. Really cool collectible. But at the same time, like, so I bought a shelf for like behind me so that you guys would be able to, I don't know, so I could put more things. Like I have a Needler up on the top shelf up there, but you guys can't see it. So I was like, I'm going to buy a shelf for right there.
I wonder then if there's files that you can just change to alter the sound that it makes when it boots up.
I don't know. I would assume so. What if I pre-order it and ship it to you? Yorick, don't you freaking dare. I can't, no. So,
happy early birthday present
no,
/
do
wedding
not,
gift, Alex.
Yeah, my God. $550, that's too much for anybody to spend. I have so many things I need to pay for, dude. And you have a child coming on, Yorick.
Oh, congrats, Yorick. I didn't know that you had a baby on the way.
Yeah.
Aw, everyone, give a quick clap to Yorick. Congrats on him being a daddy. Long time viewer. But me, I'm a big time fan of Yorick. Garrett goes to salute.
I can't wait, Jacob. I can't wait till loading screen sends baby Yorick
nice
cringy boys
package.
T-shirts. You know? Could you imagine? Oh my God. Okay. So anyway, yeah, it's a very pretty console. I can't justify forking up the money. I have a wedding to pay for coming up. So, but anyway, check it out. Okay, we have a new segment, chat. We have a new segment. If you haven't joined the Discord, make sure you guys join the Discord. This segment is called Grudge Corner. And just before we hop into it, this segment is called Grudge Corner, where you, the viewers, can call in and do a plethora of things. You can air your gaming frustrations. You can disagree with Jacob and I. You can agree with Jacob and I. You can say what you're excited for coming out that we talked about. This is a new thing that we're trying. But we figured we'd try it and see what happens. So our producer Leary, let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and turn in the Grudge Corner. Ooh. All right.
I posted the Discord link in chat for anyone who'd like to join as well.
Whoa, hold on. Why are you so low? Are you
Why am I so low?
Are you further away from your headset? Is something going on?
No, I have not changed anything actually.
Okay, maybe I accidentally hit something.
I'm the same. I've always been. Same as it ever was.
All right, I'll turn you up. That's fine. I for some reason it was quieter. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, like I said, this could be a total disaster. But anyway, chat, if you know this is the first one, so over the course of the next few weeks, if you guys have topics you want to call in for, you ever hear of like a sports talk radio show? Like that's basically what this is. Okay. Do we have any takers? First of all, is Leary in our channel right now?
He is in here. It looks like we have one person actually already in here.
Oh yeah? What's the name of the caller? Hello, caller. Who are you?
All right, we got Nico Barton in here. How you doing, bud?
Good. How are you guys?
Whoa,
Nico! Thank you for having me on the show.
Okay. What's your grudge? Oh, we got taglines now.
Okay, here's my take. I personally, as of this moment, am more excited for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl than Legends Arceus.
Why?
I don't know. There's just like, I feel like Pokemon has had this trend of like, oh, we're like, it's in a growing phase. Like, you know, they're trying something new, they're experimenting, and I feel like it always falls flat. It happened for me with X and Y. I enjoyed Sun and Moon, but it happened to me with Sword and Shield as well. And honestly, at this point, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, as much as I don't like the art style personally, I just feel like consistency wise and like the experience that I will get out of it, I am more excited to just like get that classic Pokemon experience. And you know, this yeah, go ahead,
I feel that you're saying
really
you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, I just know what I'm gonna get. I'm afraid to get my dreams shattered with with Legends Arceus. It's like the same way I felt when
I feel that.
Yeah,
I mean, like, my take on that is like, but isn't Arceus everything we've asked for as Pokemon fans?
Yeah, but that's what we thought we were getting with Sun and Moon, and they show this, or not Sun and Moon, sorry, Sword and Shield, and you get this big open area in the trailers, and then in the actual game, it's like, you know,
Just
it's big, but it's not an open,
part.
it's not an open world, and I'm getting those same vibes from this trailer, and maybe they're just saving stuff. Obviously, my opinion will change if we get, you know, a more detailed direct or something showing more areas in higher detail.
That is so interesting. It's almost like we ask and we ask and we ask, and then we finally get what we asked for, and then it's like, whoa, 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 we're not ready for that yet. That's interesting.
I don't even know if it's that, Alex. I think the problem right now that Nico's trying to say is Arceus is still very much so a mystery on what they want. I mean, I've said a bunch of theories here, and I want the game to be awesome. I think that has a lot of potential. But I feel you, Nico. With Diamond and Pearl, we know what we're getting. Yeah, Arceus is still kind of that unknown.
And like Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, like that's my favorite generation of Pokemon. Arguably, like, you know, Platinum's probably either my favorite game or my second favorite game. And it's such a core Pokemon experience to me. Like when I think of what Pokemon is, I think of those games. For me personally,
I think that and Arceus seems to be so different than the classics, that there's always going to be those yearning for classics, because the classics are what we all experienced firsthand and fell in love with Pokemon. That's how we fell in love with Pokemon. I think, and I would make the argument, Pokemon Company, and thank you, Nico, for calling in here. I would say continue the remakes. I would almost want both, you know, because Arceus is so different than the classic experience. I would almost say let's continue both. Not that they will, but let's continue both.
What do you mean now?
Like
both what?
Like to satisfy the hunger for both types, the classic type and the new type. Let's keep the remakes coming. Let's keep the remakes of the old ones coming. You know what I mean? And then let's keep the new generation coming. Personally, that's what I think. That would be cool, because you want that classic experience, you can play Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. You want that new experience, you can play Arceus. I think that is the format that should be.
Oh, continue with a remake followed by a new release. I see what you're saying.
I'm not okay with game. So Blueberry in chat says, I'm not okay with Game Freak not making another main series game though. Give the Arceus games to another company. I can get down with that. Give Game Freak what they're good at, and let Arceus be taken by another dev. I
just want a harder Pokemon game. I just want a game that's difficult,
like for adults, right? Like.
Yeah, just give us harder gym leaders.
Yeah.
Make things difficult.
Am I still allowed to pipe in, or am I?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, because like I don't know, I'm tired of like these half sends of Game Freak trying new stuff. Because like Black and White, they tried a whole new thing. They 151 new Pokemon, and people hated it. People were like, "Grr, this sucks." You know, these Pokemon designs are terrible. And I feel like a whole bunch of people just didn't give that generation a chance. And now we just keep getting these half sends of like, oh, well, it's kind of open world, but not really. Or like, here's these new cool forms and abilities, but like, we're only going to use them for this one game, and then they're going to get left by the wayside.
Yeah.
I'm just tired with that whole cycle of Pokemon. I want them to just full send in a new direction if that's what they're going to do.
Interesting.
I feel you on that. Charizard has fucking like 9 forms. Do we really need 9 different forms of Charizard?
I agree.
All right. Well, thank you, Nico, for calling in and being our first caller ever. You amazing
magnificent
person,
man.
You give me a chance to talk about Pokemon, and I will bite.
Well, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Do we have any more in the queue, by the way? And chat, listen, you may hate your voice, but just call in. It's okay. Just call in and help us out. It seems we do have, in fact, another person in. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
The infamous Lame Abs has finally called into the show.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hold on. Oh, hey guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh my God.
Long time listener, first time
caller.
Wait, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Mom, are you here? Hello.
Welcome to the new segment, chat.
We hear you.
Welcome to the new segment. Okay, what's your grudge?
All right. So, one, I want to defend myself because you straight up put me in the street. Bus ran over me a couple times back and forth.
Beep, beep, mother trucker.
I said, and I quote, I'm not that hype about a multiplayer trailer. That's all I said. I didn't say it looked booty cheeks. I didn't say it looked awful.
Can confirm that is what he said.
You put words in my mouth.
Did the caller disconnect, Jacob?
No, I hear him.
I'm not hearing anything.
Actually.
You hear?
Hello?
Oh, you can't hear him?
Oh,
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right. Okay. So you're defending yourself.
Yeah. My second point is I am so excited for Far Cry 6, but that trailer actually really turned me off a bit.
What?
What about?
Oh my hot take, Batman. Hold on. We're peeling back the onion because this is a fat boy here. So
why?
So if you played Far Cry 5, right? The whole thing was that they had these and you know, I'm gonna put some spoilers out there, but the game's been out for years, so it sucks, guys. There were these flowers, and these flowers like turned you crazy, and it made you believe in the gospel guy that was like the leader and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. It's essentially the same storyline, except we're in like a made-up Cuba, essentially. And it's got Giancarlo Esposito, which makes me kind of sad. But, you know, it looks beautiful. I'm excited because Giancarlo Esposito is a rock star villain.
Yeah.
But I think it's like a copy paste of a story.
You think the main selling point
surprised to hear you say that.
You know?
And when I watched that trailer, I was like, bro, they just changed flowers with tobacco. And this tobacco is telling you
this is that good
hold
tobacco.
On, time out. Ubisoft has a terrible reputation in my mind of copy pasting games.
There you go.
Copy pasting games.
And there's that one scene where the plane is flying by and it's dropping all like that red smoke all over the tobacco fields. That happens multiple times in Far Cry 5.
So you don't think it's a throwback? You think it's just a copy?
I think it's a copy paste idea with a little twist on the story.
Bro, I'm with you on that.
And don't get me wrong, because I absolutely loved Far Cry 5. It was the only game I played last summer.
So then, what do you want from Far Cry 6 right now? What needs to happen to make it a good game?
I wanted it something a little different. Like it seemed like from the very beginning of the series of trailers that came out, that it was like it was something new. Like it was a civil war of like a real dictator versus, you know, the common people.
Yeah.
And now it's like supply and demand, brainwashing, you know, stuff like that.
Taxes,
taxes.
That's like Far Cry 5 was brainwashing too. It was interesting.
Yeah, exactly my point. That's why I was, you know, a little turned off from it, but I also am very excited because it visually looks amazing. And
it's
Giancarlo is the man.
Yeah.
So
okay, hold on. Now I can agree with you 100% on that. I'm actually surprised to hear you say that because I know you like Far Cry 5 so much, and hearing that trailer kind of turned you off. You know, it brings up a good point. Like when you play Ghost Recon Wildlands, Ubisoft. When you play The Division, Ubisoft. When you play Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Ubisoft. Those games, maybe not The Division, but the Ghost Recon games, they're quite literally copy-pasted games with different story twists to them or different ways of telling the story.
It's good
It's
to
almost
do it
lazy.
with some. Yeah, exactly. It's good to do it with some games like a Assassin's Creed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you know what you're gonna get with a Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a slash 'em up stealth kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's just a different time period. But like you said, for like a Ghost Recon, a Division was copy and paste. It went from DC to New York, or vice versa. I'm sorry.
Yep.
You know, and it was essentially the same thing. Like, you know, Ghost Recon games, it's go here, kill this guy,
Yep.
which is great. But I need a little more. I'm a story guy, you know.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, speaking of that, you need a little. Speaking of that, you need a little bit more. Story guy. Talk to me real quick because we're running out of time. Talk to me real quick. What was it about the Halo trailer that didn't do it for you?
Because it said it was a multiplayer thing. Like if it was for the campaign, I would have been like, "Oh shoot, this is awesome."
Do you not think multiplayer needs a trailer?
Multiplayer doesn't have multiplayer doesn't have a story.
Yeah.
It's you literally get dropped in the endless
Yeah, why
games.
does multiplayer need a story?
Exactly my point.
Oh, I think it was more or less the story of like you becoming your own Spartan.
It just feels like an announcement
like
for
anyone
like the
can become
season
a Spartan.
one person to be like, "Here's your daily missions."
Oh wait, hold on,
There you
time
go,
out,
pal.
chat. Time out. Hold on. So you're telling me that all of the season trailers that come out, Call of Duty, Apex, Fortnite, all of those season multiplayer trailers that come out, you're like, they don't need them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
Call of Duty was an awful example.
No, that's good.
Call of Duty was an awful example because you don't really get a lot from the Call of Duty trailers. It's more of showcasing the guns, new skins, and then they even showcase areas that don't even exist.
Yeah,
especially
so-
for like Warzone.
Apex and
So like
Fortnite
that's
do
kind of
that.
Okay.
that's kind of trash.
Okay, all right.
But-
So we can agree that all of the campaign, all of the the multiplayer season cinematics for all of these games are kind of pointless.
Yeah.
No, I think like Apex, it's perfect. Apex introduces you to a lot of the personalities and it kind of expands on the lore. That's really the only spot we're getting the lore from. So I think something like Apex would be a little bit of a difference.
Oh, you think
there.
that's the only place we're getting the lore, so you like them for that. But we're getting
I like it that way.
I have never played Apex, so I don't really know much about that. I mean, the cinematic trailers are cool. Don't get me wrong, but I think I would feel a different way maybe if I played the game.
But like, is there anything wrong with multiplayer cinematic trailers?
No.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think
No,
it's cool.
not really, but like it's unnecessary. Like, just give me the gameplay, man.
Yeah.
Just give me highlight shots, stuff like that. Like, give me that.
You know
but
what
make it in a cinematic way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which, to go back on my point, Call of Duty does that well, where they showcase the guns, the way the map looks, stuff like that. But they don't try to tell a story. But then, you have Apex that tells a story for a battle royale, which is a little strange. But
Yo, hot take. I absolutely despise how every Call of Duty trailer now has beats with the gunshots.
You don't like
where
that?
it's
I
like,
think it's so gimmicky. It's so
Yeah.
dumb. Like, show me gameplay. I don't need to see 3 bursts of a gun and then go to the next scene. Like, I want to see more than that. I don't know. That's just me. Anyway, thank you, Lame Ass, for calling in.
No.
Thank you.
We're not done. We're not done. Stay here
Okay.
for a second.
All right.
I have a grudge with the two of you that I want to pick right here, right now on loading screen.
Wow.
You two have been streaming Shadowbringers for quite some time, and from my understanding, you finished the main storyline recently. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And if I recall correctly, around this
Rich has a
time
soundboard,
last year,
apparently.
you guys told me that you were going to get married in game. That wedding has still not happened. So right now,
are you trying to break us up right now?
Are you doing on loading screen? You're breaking us up, Jacob?
Right now.
You're breaking us up.
Bringing it up. I'm not breaking you up. I'm asking you, is this wedding happening?
The
or
wedding.
isn't it?
Okay. All right. Let's break it down real quick. I am afraid of commitment. Rich is not to blame here. It's me. I said, Rich, get to Heavensward and we'll have the wedding. We didn't have the wedding. Get to Stormblood. No, Rich, get to Stormblood, then we'll have the wedding. Didn't have the wedding. I'm like, all right, well, we'll just do it after Shadowbringers now.
Alex, what does he need to do for this wedding to happen?
You know what needs to happen? The Extreme Scream stream. That's what we've been waiting for. COVID pushed the Extreme Scream stream back. Listen, talk to Rich. The wedding is the Final Fantasy 14 wedding, which, by the way, if anybody is here and wants to create a character on Fairy, you are invited. We get 200 guests. The wedding will happen at the next Extreme Scream stream. It's just that COVID kept pushing it back, and now Delta.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm hoping it's gonna happen, but I keep hearing these empty promises, and I just want to see some
have a
sort of
rebuttal to you there, Cub.
Oh, this really is Grudge Corner. Ding, ding, ding.
Me and Scrowl have tried for months.
How have you tried
to get you to play Final Fantasy?
How?
To be part of the crowd.
Jacob, play it. Jacob, play it. Oh, we can join you if you want. I know we're streaming right now, but we can derail and just come and help you with your little
to random NPCs and then get upset because you're doing all the side missions and
I'm not upset. I'm bored.
Well, that's the beginning of the game, bro. You're like level 2.
There, I'm level 22.
All right, chat. Thank you so much for coming by Loading Screen episode 122. Welcome to Grudge Corner. Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Lame Ass, for calling in. You guys are awesome. We have more stuff coming at you on Tuesday next week. Thank you all so much for coming. That was fun. I like Grudge Corner. But chat, you got to call in. You got to call in, chat. All right? I don't care if you don't like your voice. All right? You got to call in. Talk like this or give yourself a fake voice. It doesn't matter. It's supposed to be a fun segment. So anyway, chat, thank you all so much. We had a lot of great trailers, a lot of hype games coming out, or a lot of things to get hype about for the games coming out. And Jacob, any final words to everybody?
No, I will see you all on Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Thank you all. Goodbye, everybody. Have a fantastic, safe weekend. We will see you on Tuesday, 11 a.m. right here at twitch.tv/NerdStreet. And check all the podcasting platforms for the show. Okay, peace out, y'all.
Later.